Hello, you guys, I can't believe we have made it through almost the entire book of The Depression Cure. I think I started last October or November, going through each chapter a week. Some of them I've broken into two parts because they're long, but we have gone through the 6 steps already, and today, chapter 10 is just putting it all together. And if you have been following these chapters, and if this is something that has resonated with you, I'd really recommend just buying the book on Amazon. Because in the back there are some visuals and some print of like charts and things that you can use to track your progress. So putting it all together is the chapter that it says how to do it, how to take these 6 elements and start applying them into your life. And it actually has a calendar, which, I can't share that via the video. So anyway, I just recommend getting the book if you've liked it so far. So really, we've put it all together. People might think, wow, that's a lot. That's really a lot to consume. How in the heck is someone who's depressed or has depressive symptoms supposed to even do it all? It feels kind of overwhelming, doesn't it? Well, the point is, it is ambitious, but it can be done. And people like my husband, who has a desire to manage his depression, is willing to do what it takes. If that's you, awesome. If it's not, I hope that you find that place that you can manage your depression and feel good about it. So there's a step-by-step, like weekly calendar. So before you begin, if you want to do this, see your doctor, just making sure you double check that depression is not triggered by other medical conditions, which it often can be. In fact, we're learning now that my husband probably has adult ADHD. So there's that, which has been an interesting thing in and of itself. But also, drugs can give you side effects of depression. And so just talking to your doctor is really important, making sure like the light box is fine and then anything you need to cover, just talk with the doctor, physician about it. And then also you want to measure your progress. Like, how are you going to tell if this is even working? And that's why he's provided some charts in the back for tracking. Of course, you can make your own if you want to, but track how you're doing, like how any changes you've noticed as you start implementing these lifestyle changes. So basically, he goes through week by week what you need to add. Week 1 is really start with what you can. Right away, you can start supplementing. You can start those omega-3 fish oils, which are so vital for your brain. Those vitamin Ds, vitamin Cs, all the things that he talked about. You can start the supplementation right away. And then you can start some of the rumination techniques that we talked about. And then he just goes week by week on baby steps, baby stepping into the Depression Cure TLC program. And he goes all the way through 12 weeks of how to baby step into applying all the principles of the TLC program and lifestyle changes to manage depression naturally. And it's worked. So overcoming depression for life. We know that depression is like written on our brain. Like you can eliminate symptoms, but it is in the imprint of our brain. So the key is to make sure that you're sticking with it, you're staying at it, and that you continue living these lifestyle changes day after day. Of course, we may relapse, you may have bad days. And there are 2 really important things to notice, to help prevent relapse, and that is stress. Coming up with some really good stress management techniques and getting rid of toxic relationships that cause stress, and then also vigilance, just sticking with it. And as soon as you begin to notice any depressive symptoms returning, even if they're mild, make sure you address them right away. So first of all, making sure that pardon me, I've just lost my train of thought. Okay, so making sure that you have vigilance to stick with it, and you are really kicking it before it gets out of control again. So it's really good to have a support system. It's good to have a coach to help you along the way. Really be honest with your evaluation. How have you implemented all the 6 parts? I actually want to tell you a quick story. I had the first time I ever heard of this, and I may have shared this at the beginning, but there was a high school counselor who came to a youth group and spoke with us, and she told us about the depression cure, and she was trying to figure out how she could help all these high school students who were having all these depression symptoms. And she noticed this book on her nightstand, and so she started reading it because she'd been reading all these other ones about depression, but this one, it really resonated with her because she could break it into easy steps. So she came up with what's called the Selfie Method, SELFIE. Each one stands for a different part of the 6 steps we've talked about. And she's made up little bookmarks. She gives them to all the kids that she sees in her counseling practice at the high school she works at, and she follows up with them, and she has noticed a change. She has noticed a change just by helping her high school students that she's over implement these changes. And that's where it all started for me when I first heard her story, got the book for myself. My husband and I have been implementing the changes. Not only has it helped him, but it's helping me. Like, I can notice I need the selfie as well. I need the sunlight. I need the eating right, the light exposure, the friendships. I actually have a bookmark of the selfie. I'm going to just bring it over here. I'll take a picture of this and put it in my Facebook comments. Sorry, on Instagram I can't do that, but it's Selfie stands for S is sleep, E is exercise, L is light. See, I was getting them all wrong. F is fun, I is interaction, and E is eating well. And the goal is to put them all together, like try to have fun while you're eating out in the sunshine or something, so it's not like I have to do 6 different things separately, but if you implement them all, it makes it so much easier. So just implementing the Selfie Method. Chapter 11 next week, guys, we're almost done with the book. It's unbelievable, is when roadblocks emerge, because they will. We're human. So drop where you're coming in from, what value you're finding, if you are finding value, and I'd love to help you implement these steps. It's been awesome for us. So we'll see you next week. Have a good day.